From my correspondence. Question and answering. Do you work for a living? I work for my living in an unusual way. I give what I can, through thoughts and words and deeds, to those whose lives I touch to humanity. In return, I accept what people want to give, but I do not ask. They are blessed by their giving, and I am blessed by my giving. Why don't you accept money? Because I talk about spiritual truth, and spiritual truth should never be sold. Those who sell it injure themselves spiritually. The money that comes in the mail without being solicited, I do not use for myself. I use it for printing and postage. Those who attempt to buy spiritual truth are trying to get it before they are ready. In this wonderfully well-ordered universe, when they are ready, it will be given. Don't you get lonely or discouraged or tired? No. When you live in constant communication with God, you cannot be lonely. When you perceive the working of God's wonderful plan and know that all good effort bears the good fruit, you cannot be discouraged. When you have found inner peace, you are in contact with the source of universal energy, and you cannot be tired. What can retirement mean to a person? Retirement should mean not a cessation of activity, but a change of activity and with a more complete giving of your life to service. It should therefore be the most wonderful time of your life, the time when you are happily and meaningfully busy. How can I feel close to God? God is love, and whenever you reach out in loving kindness, you are expressing God. God is truth, and whenever you seek truth, you are seeking God. God is beauty, and whenever you touch the beauty of a flower or a sunset, you are touching God. God is the intelligence that creates all sustenance and binds all together and gives life to all. Yes, God is the essence of all. So you are within God, and God is within you. You cannot be where God is not. Permeating all is the law of God. Physical law and spiritual law. Disobey it and you feel unhappiness. You feel separated from God. Obey it and you will feel harmony. You will feel close to God. What are the good things and how I do fill my life with them? Good things are of benefit to you and others. You may get some inspiration from the outside, but in the final analysis you must know from the inside what good things you want to fill your life with. Then you can make a schedule of what you think the good life should be like and live according to that schedule. It may include something beneficial to the body, like walking or exercise, or something stimulating to the intellect, like meaningful reading, and something uplifting for the emotions, like good music. But most important of all, needs to include service to others if it is to be spiritually beneficial to you. When confronted with a problem, can I do anything about it intellectually? If it's a health problem, ask yourself, have I abused my body? If it is a psychological problem, ask yourself, have I been as loving as God would want me to be? If it's a financial problem, ask yourself, have I lived within my means? What you do in the present creates the future. So use the present to create a wonderful future. Constantly through thought, you are creating your inner conditions and helping to create the conditions around you. So keep your thoughts on the positive side, think about the best that could happen, Think about the good things you want to happen. Think about God. How can I begin to really live life? I began to really live life when I began to look at every situation and think about how could be of service me in that situation. I learned that I should not be pushy about helping. Or perhaps a loving smile or a word of cheer. I learned it is through giving that we receive and worthwhile things of life. How does an ordinary housewife and mother find what you seem to possess? One who is in the family pattern, as most of people are, finds inner peace in the same way that I found it. Obeys God's laws, which are the same for all of us. Not only the psychical laws, but also the spiritual laws, which govern human conduct. You might start by living all the good things you believe as I did, find and fit into your special place in the divine plane, which is unique for every human soul. You might try seeking in a receptive silence as I did. Being in a family pattern is not a block to a spiritual growth, and in some ways it's an advantage. We grow through problem solving, and being in the family pattern provides plenty of problems to grow on. When we enter in the family pattern, we have our first outgoingness from self-centeredness to family-centeredness. Pure love is a willingness to give without a thought of receiving anything from them in return, and the family pattern provides the first experience of pure love, a mother's and a father's love for their baby. Will there always be pain in one's becoming more beautiful? There will be pain in your spiritual growth until you will to do God's will and no longer need to be pushed into it. When you are out of harmony with God's will, problems come. Their purpose is to push you into harmony. If you would willingly do God's will, you could avoid the problems. Will I ever come into a state of feeling at rest with no more need to become? When you have found inner peace, you have no more feeling of the need to become. You are content to be